Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of New Philadelphia Quaker basketball on the sports voice of the Valley, WJER. Special features in tonight's game include the Dover Philly Heating and Cooling tip-off, the Wendy's starting lineup, the national anthem brought to you by First Federal Community Bank, the Wood Electric Coaches Corner Show, the Commercial and Savings Bank Keys to the Game, the Kemp Insurance Stat Report, the McInturf Realty Halftime Show, and the Subway Player of the Game. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Newtown Mall, Dover Break, Dover Philly, Your Credit Union, Time and Charm, Hua Refinishing, and your local Lewis Family McDonald's restaurants. Now let's head to the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio for Quaker basketball with Big Z Sports. High school basketball returns to New Philadelphia on a Friday night as an OCC tilt is on the slate with the New Philadelphia Quakers hosting the Ashland Arrows. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams and Adam Soweski will be your broadcast crew here on the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER, with Big Z Sports at WJER.com and the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, thanks to an audiocast from Peterman Plumbing and Heating. We'll call it the skeleton crew for today's New Philadelphia game. Adam, schedules change sometimes. Yeah, schedules change, just like as we'll get into. So do lineups from time to time. You know, whenever sickness hits, this is very fitting. It can change some things, and I'm just a part of one of the changes tonight. Yes, so we send our well wishes and to Coach Phil Tidrick. Hope he's feeling better here sooner rather than later. And speaking of what you said, with lineups changing, going to look a little bit different tonight with New Philadelphia with a couple of players out as well. Also probably, it is for that illness bug. Yeah. Yippee, lovely time of the year. I was going to say, it's just that time of the year, and I think if you go in, you could go into the wrong gas station, and that's all it takes, and you could come out with, you're sick for a week. Unfortunately, it's just that easy this time of year to get sick. Well, knock on wood, we're going to hope that I'm staying away from that. About 2 minutes to go in the JV game, 52-40, New Philly leads. This is an Ashland team that they welcome in. Of course, it's a conference showdown out of the OCC, but it's an Arrows team that pretty much if they're in the gym, you can call them open. They can hit from anywhere on the floor. Yeah, it's a team that likes to shoot the three ball, and I think we're gonna see that tonight. Obviously, they're from the Arrows that the Quaker fans saw last year, they're going to have one player that's not going to be on the team this year, but it's for a very good reason, as Nathan Bernard has on his way to Maryland University as he committed there to play football next year for the Terps, and what a great thing for that, for him and his family to be able to do that. Yeah, it's almost a welcome thing. I mean, I know it's disappointing if you're an Ashland basketball fan. Meanwhile, if you're a New Philly basketball fan, you're saying, thank goodness, because he averaged better than 15 points a game last year. But very, very cool to see somebody from the state of Ohio going on into Division I level in college. So well wishes to him. Now, this is an Ashland team that, although not having him, as we already mentioned, can hit from pretty much anywhere in the gym, and they are heavy in terms of the upperclassmen. Ton of seniors, a couple of juniors out there as well. So it's a very experienced squad. And actually, that's something that Coach Zach Ross said in the early parts of this broadcaster before we got started in the Coach's Corner show. You'll be hearing him talk about that later on. He said, we've been seeing these same players for 4 years. They've spent extensive time on the varsity, and usually when you get teams like that, you expect them to gel really well together. Yeah, absolutely, and it's a testament to programs, programs that are in the OCC, and that's why Philly and Dover are such a great fit, because you have those classes, those juniors, seniors, maybe a few sophomores here and there, and it gives the head coaches years with those same players, which is only a benefit. Yeah, without a doubt. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. When we return, we will be checking in with Coach Zach Ross on the Wood Electric Coaches Corner Show. You are here at the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio, your hometown lender supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time. NMLS number 211540, NMLS ID 62411, an equal housing lender. Stay tuned. We'll be back talking with Coach Ross right after this.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at doverbrakeinc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at doverbrakeinc.com.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Hungry for something fresh? Your local Subway restaurants are serving up exactly what you crave. Made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, and salads piled high with your favorite fresh ingredients. Whether you're fueling up for the big game or grabbing dinner on the go, Subway has the flavor you love and the choices you want. So stop in today and taste the difference at Subway. Subway, eat fresh. Proud sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Back to New Philadelphia, high school basketball and the sports voice of the Valley, WJER, on a Friday night, and we go to the Wood Electric Coaches Corner show. Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor for all your commercial, industrial, and residential needs since 1988. Contact them today at woodelectric.net. Head coach Zach Ross for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Coach, long time no see, as we were joking. I'm not going to make the whole it's been a year since we talked things. Pretty impressive win you guys had here on Tuesday night against Zanesville. Really got out and running early. Defense worked really, really well, it seemed. Were you happy with how your players were rotating and getting over to their man?
Yeah, they presented a lot of different challenges. We got two dynamic guards, and I thought we came out with the right intentions. I thought we played really well. Team defense, I thought we shared the basketball the best we have all year, which led to us getting a lot of great looks for our team and seeing the ball go through the hole a little bit, which is nice to see for guys. But I thought that first half is about as well as we played this year.
Yeah, I think it was a 13-10 mark at the end of the first quarter. You guys went on a pretty nice scoring run there in the second. Down the stretch, still a very sizable victory. Zanesville did tighten it up a little bit here and there in the second half. Were there any conversations with your team about, keeping your foot down on the gas firmly and not letting them get back or chip away at that lead?
Yeah, you're just fighting human nature, and as most coaches are, fighting that and battling 14, 18-year-old kids and what their tendencies are and just learning from those moments. And Zanesville's well coached, and Coach Harris is an alumni there. They have a lot of pride in their basketball, and you knew they weren't going to quit. And just good learning experience for us, and as long as we use it as a learning experience and moving forward.
Now you face one tough East District team on Tuesday. Now you welcome in an OCC school in Ashland to your home court. Obviously now all the festivities of the holiday season are now over and all the focus looking on the second half of the season. A very, very tough Ashland team coming in here. What have you guys talked about in terms of preparing for them?
Yeah, they're really good. These kids we've been watching them play for 4 years. They've been playing varsity a long time. They got a lot of good scoring options. They have two guards that really whenever they have the ball, you better make sure that you're ready to guard them as soon as they cross half court. They have deep range, and they can get to the hoop. They can score in a lot of different ways, and you can tell this is a group that they've been planning on for a long time at Ashland. And talking to their coach, he's excited about their group. They're second place in the league right now. They're coming off of 2 big wins versus Lexington and Senior, so we got our hands full tonight.
With that in mind, knowing you have to pick them up early when they get across the timeline, or who knows, maybe even before that in some instances, you guys did use some pressure defense in the backcourt last time out. Is there any potential for trying that as well in this one, considering how far their shooting range actually is?
Yeah, we're going to have to mix it up a little bit, and we got to be really good in our game plan. Obviously, we got 2 guys out that are sick, so we got to figure out kind of who we are, and some other guys, it's next man up mentality. Nobody's going to feel bad for us tonight about having 2 guys out, so you just got to find a way and move forward and keep swinging.
And is that one of the benefits? There's no benefit of having players out with sickness, but considering that you guys have a lot of players who can come in and play some pretty meaningful minutes on the varsity, does that kind of help ease this a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's something that's out of our control as coaches and some of these other players. So you got to take it. You can harp on it or worry about it, but at the end of the day, you got to move on and make the next right play, and we'll find somebody that's going to step in and play their heart out for New Philly basketball.
And the last question for you, what is one thing that you want to focus on the most, or you've hoped that the team has focused on the most the past couple of days that'll help end up getting a win here against Ashland?
I think we got to make sure that we make them earn. They have capabilities of making tough shots, and that's something you're going to have to live with. We don't want to give them easy scores. I think tonight it's going to be a huge battle of the game of easy scores. So hopefully we're not giving them rhythm threes. Hopefully we're not letting them shoot free throws, not giving them easy transition baskets. Make sure we know our nose defensively, and then we got to limit those and make sure that they earn all those, and hopefully they're tough twos.
Appreciate your time, Coach, and good luck to the Quakers.
Thank you.
Head coach Zach Ross for the New Philadelphia Quakers with the Wood Electric Coaches Corner show. Stay tuned. We've got more of your pregame on the way from New Philadelphia.
There's something special about Newtown Mall. It's more than just a place to shop, it's where the community comes together. Whether you're finding the perfect gift, meeting up with friends, or just enjoying a stroll through your favorite stores, it's a great time anytime. With local favorites, familiar faces, and new experiences waiting around every corner, there's always a reason to visit. Stay connected and see what's happening. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit newtownmall.com today.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
Hi, this is Doug Peterman. For decades, my family and I have been proud to serve Tuscarawas County with honest work and dependable service. At Peterman Plumbing and Heating, we know your home deserves more than a quick fix. It deserves solutions backed by real experience. From plumbing repairs and sewer jetting to kitchen and bath remodeling, our team brings proven skills to every project. When you call Peterman, you're getting a crew that treats your home like our own every single time. Peterman Plumbing and Heating, plumbing solutions backed by experience.
Back to your Republic State Mortgage mobile studio. Thanks to head coach Zach Ross for spending some time with us in the pregame period there. No coach looking forward to another game getting underway here before too long. Only about 14 minutes on the pregame clock, a little bit longer than that for the national anthem and such. But, Adam, this is a new look starting five for New Philadelphia, not because of lack of performance or anything from the normal starting five, but two players unavailable tonight. And two players that are out of the starting lineup for them in both Lincoln Murphy and Aiden Mushrush for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Those are two big shoes to fill. I mean, Murphy was just recently the Subway Player of the Game in the victory Tuesday against Zanesville.
Yeah, and Aiden Mushrush, he's had that. He's won that award a couple times this year. So yeah, big shoes to fill. Doesn't look like one of the people that I expect to step in at some point tonight would be Aiden's brother Harper. Mm-hmm. He brings a lot of size to the table, and that's what the Quakers, you're going to want that size against this Ashland team.
Yeah, I mean, there is some size out there for sure, as in terms of the starting five for Ashland. They do have one player under the 6 foot mark at 5'10", but outside of that, you've got 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'4". You got some size, you got some length out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be something that the Quakers are going to have to deal with. But as we've heard, this Ashland Arrows team likes to shoot, and from watching them in warm-ups, the 3-point line, they don't have to worry about stepping over the 3-point line when they release because they're way behind it.
Treating that line as more of a suggestion than it is actually,
yes.
Hard truth, so to speak. Well, for New Philadelphia coming into this game at 6-3 currently, they've got off to a pretty good start. One of the biggest knocks that Coach Ross had on this team was some shooting inconsistencies. And realistically, last time when we saw them on Tuesday against Zanesville, they kind of answered some of those because I think they shot around 50% from the floor, I think 50% from beyond the arc. They were looking really, really good ball movement. But there were some moments of, those unforced errors, those moments where you're just not on the same page with your teammate. We're at the point of the season where you're hoping to start kind of moving past some of those moments, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Turn of the new year, this is when the teams want to start seeing more consistency, especially on the offensive end. And with the Quakers, as we all know, they're going to shoot the ball. I mean, the priority one's to get the open shot. They like to shoot the 3 ball. And if they're not falling, that's how you can get behind pretty quick. So Coach Ross is definitely going to want those, more consistent makes. keep them not only in games, but it's going to put them in a position to win a lot of those games.
Well, it's going to be big shoes to fill. We'll go over our starting lineups here in a little bit as to who's going to fill in for New Philadelphia in terms of that starting lineup. But a player who's definitely going to be having a lot on their shoulders, as they've had for the past 3-4 years. Senior Reed Wells, the primary ball handler out there for the Quakers, going to be the smallest guy on the court again, which is no surprise. Wells had a very nice game on Tuesday. He's had a very nice senior season thus far. Kind of what you'd expect. He does all the little things right, and this is the type of game where you have to have all those little things go right.
Yeah, you really do. And, I mean, on the roster, he's the smallest guy, but if you watch him play, he plays like one of the bigger guys on the floor because he just he's so quick and shifty, and he's one for the Quakers that you give him a few seconds with an open shot, he's going to bury it. I mean, he has to be shooting a high percentage. When I got to see him play down at the Holiday Classic down at Toronto High School, I mean, he hit his first 3-point shots, and it got to the point where you could tell Coach Ross wanted to get as many shots for him as he could because he was knocking them all down.
Well, the in and out game is going to be such a huge factor in this one. We saw it really work well against Zanesville, as we mentioned. We've seen it happen whenever they are having good shooting nights. That in and out game is what is really your key. But they were really attacking the rim on Tuesday night, and attacking the rim is going to be key here as well. With that, though, you got to be careful because you got to make sure you are getting back in transition if you're missing shots, because Ashland is going to get down the court quickly. They're going to set up those open shots, and closing out on those shooters is going to be such a big factor here. There's no real magic button that you press either for all of a sudden to get faster to be able to get to that closeout. So in some ways, you got to hope that they're going to miss some of those, but just being aggressive on the boards and making sure you get those fantastic shots on the other end is going to be such a big key to this. And speaking of that, it is time for the Commercial and Savings Bank Keys to the Game. Keys to the Game brought to you by Commercial and Savings Bank with convenient locations in New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, Bolivar, and Jeanette and Hutton. CSB builds relationships you can bank on. Proud to support local schools, teams, and the communities that bring us together. Learn more at csb1.com. Adam, for the visiting Ashland Arrows, what would you say would be some of their CSB keys to the game?
I mean, I would think that they're going to want to be hitting their shots because, like I said, we haven't seen them play, but from what we've heard, they like to shoot the 3-ball. So they're going to want to knock those down, shoot a high percentage, and keep defensive pressure on the Quakers to make things difficult, trying to take that home crowd out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple as that. You got to make it tough on them. You can't let them come into your own home gym and just have wide open, like basically a shoot-around.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
As for the home New Philadelphia Quakers, what about their CSB keys to the game?
I think, one of the big things I think for the Quakers after seeing them play this year, they need to shoot a higher percentage from the free throw line. They get there a lot. Unfortunately, the game I saw, I think they were around the 50 or 60% mark. You got to be a little higher than that. You got to make those free throws, take advantage of those when you get them. And then same thing for the Quakers. Pressure this team, close out on those shots because they're going to want to shoot from the outside, and make sure nobody gets behind you on the defensive side to give up an easy basket.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We'll try to touch back on those later on in the game and see how close we were on your CSB keys to the game. Stay tuned. When we return, we've got to go through your starting lineups for the night, as well as get to your national anthem brought to you by the First Federal Community Bank. Coming right up, New Philadelphia plays host to Ashland here with the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
In basketball, a game can be won or lost with the right call. Real estate is no different. Hi, this is Jan McInturf, and when it's time to buy or sell a home, the right call is to McInturf Realty. For over 30 years, our team has delivered results, making us your trusted local real estate choice. We're grateful for your continued support and are ready to help you make the right moves in real estate. Visit us online at McInturfRealty.net. Make the call to McInturf Realty.
This holiday season, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union celebrates the joy of community.
We're proud to be here for you.
Whether it's supporting local schools,
empowering families with financial wellness,
or making a difference in neighborhoods across our region.
Thank you for trusting us with your financial journey.
From all of us at Dover Philly, we wish you a joyful holiday and a bright new year ahead.
Together, let's make the new year the best year yet. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
Awaiting the start of tonight's New Philadelphia and Ashland showdown out of the OCC from the home of the Quakers. And it is time for the Wendy's starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by your local Wendy's. I'll start off with the visiting Ashland Arrows as getting the start tonight. 6'1" junior, number 10, Garrett Davis. Then it's number 11, Ty Bates, the 6'2" senior. Number 12, the 5'10" junior in Brady Booth. Number 22, the big man, 6'4" and a junior in Steve Zijarto. Then it will be the senior 6 foot tall number 24 Paxton Ediger, as that will wrap up your starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's for the Arrows. How about for the home Quakers, Adam?
For the New Philadelphia Quakers, starting for them, number 1 Isaac Roman Willie, 6'2" senior. 5'8" senior, number 4 Reed Wells. 5'10" junior, number 5 T.R. Harriman. 6'5" sophomore, number 12 Jackson Martini. And rounding out the starters, 6'2" senior, number 24, Quinn Miller.
That is a look at your starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's. Stop at any of your local Wendy's following the game. Wendy's, where their recipe is quality. Coming right up in just a little while, we'll have your First Federal Community Bank National Anthem, and we will go through, again, our starting lineups and get you ready to get you to the Dover Philly Heating and Cooling tip-off here from New Philadelphia on the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Hey, wake up. New drinks just dropped at Wendy's. Cold foam, cold brew coffee, and sparkling energy. Both the caramel and the chocolate cold foam are just, so good. And the pineapple citrus and cherry limeade sparkling energy each have 80 to 120 milligrams of added caffeine. So whether you need a treat first thing or to just stop yawning already, mornings hit different. To pick up a new pick-me-up, gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Being involved in a fender bender or major collision can be a stressful experience. Let the professionals at QA Refinishing Company in Dover help you get back on the road as quickly as possible. Our friendly staff will assist you throughout the process from writing the initial estimate on your vehicle to picking it up when repairs are finished. QA Refinishing has years of experience working with all major insurance companies, and our talented staff will make sure your repairs are performed correctly with a perfect paint match. Been in an accident? Call QA Refinishing.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Dr. Nathan Springer, T-County's #1 orthodontic specialist, is accepting new patients and is now proudly offering complimentary consultations. Dr. Springer's dedicated team of dental professionals is committed to creating beautiful, confident smiles from a wide variety of treatment options, from traditional applications to the latest innovative orthodontic advancements, including Invisalign. Join Dr. Nathan Springer's Winning Smile team today. 107 Ray Avenue in New Philadelphia, conveniently located just 2 blocks from New Philadelphia High School.
Under 2 minutes to go in your pregame clock, and coming right up will be your national anthem brought to you by the First Federal Community Bank. Begin your financial future with First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898, member FDIC. And Adam, for a Friday night here off the tail end of the holiday break for both these schools and all the schools around the area and throughout the state of Ohio and nationwide. Tell you what, it's going to be a fun matchup. Wouldn't want to be any other place than in terms of in a gymnasium. And I got to love the old school feel of the New Philly gym.
Absolutely, and it's a pretty full house we have tonight. Obviously, there's a lot of kids back from college right now, so they're getting to see their alma mater play some hoops. And, the Phillies gym's just one of those ones that's been around forever, and it's got that it's just got that feel. You know, it's a little bigger than those. You know, you and I, we go to a lot of IVC gyms that are a little bit smaller,
a little bit more on top of the court, but the way that it's designed in here, you still feel like you're on top of the court.
Yeah, being up in the rafters, you see right down over top everything. You don't miss anything. It's a great atmosphere. It's always fun to be here.
It certainly is, as the student section is jam-packed here for New Philly as they play host to Ashland. 6-3 Quakers against 4-3 Arrows. You're going to learn a lot about both these teams in the conference battle tonight, I would say.
I would say so. This is always a big matchup. Both these teams, I believe a lot of times they're very close. Good matchups. They're going to find out, like you said, they're going to learn a lot about each other tonight. And this is starting the new year. This is when the focus goes on conference implications, and not only that, but of course, the tournament that looms large in about a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, something right along those lines. As the clock has hit 0, and it is time for your national anthem brought to you by the First Federal Community Bank. Tip-off coming up here in just a few moments from New Philly.
We're fortunate to live in a community that greatly supports our students and student athletes at New Philadelphia High School, including our boys basketball program. Quaker basketball team is grateful to several area businesses that stand behind our players on and off the court. Tonight we want to acknowledge and thank Nova Grade for serving as our premier sponsor for this game. Nova Grade is a national professional organization with services that include certified public accounting, valuation and consulting, with more than 25 offices nationwide. Our clients represent a broad range of industries with a major emphasis in the real estate sector. We provide a full spectrum of audit, tax, valuation, compliance, and general consulting services, and we work extensively in affordable housing, community development, historic preservation, opportunity zones, and renewable energy fields. Our Tuscarawas County office has been open for more than 20 years and employs nearly 200 professionals. Representing Nova Granite tonight are Tanya Johnson and Ryan Rieger. Tanya is a New Philadelphia graduate. She and her husband Josh have 4 boys currently in the New Philadelphia school system: Brody, Ryler, Brixton, and Bryson. Ryan and his wife Jamie are also New Philadelphia graduates and have 3 children: Preston, Parker, and Peyton. Both Tanya and Ryan are happy to give back to the community that has provided them with so much. Quakers. On behalf of the Quaker basketball team, we thank and recognize Nova Grade as tonight's premier sponsor. We live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who are now serving and for all of those who have served our country and defended our freedoms, please stand for playing the national anthem.
sound of tonight's national anthem. Almost time for tip-off here from New Philadelphia as the Quakers host the Arrows. And definitely a jam-packed house on hand, as Adam made mention to. We'll run through again your Wendy's starting lineups here real quick, as if we can find the light for Adam. There it is. How about you start off with the home New Philadelphia Quakers? We'll switch things up this time.
All right, starting off the 6'2 senior, Isaac Roman Willie. He'll be wearing number 1. 5'8 senior, number 4, Reed Wells. 5'10 junior, number 5, T.R. Harriman. 6'5 sophomore, number 12, Jackson Martini. And 6'2 senior, number 24, Quinn Miller.
As for the visiting Ashland Arrows, it is 6'1 junior, number 10, Garrett Davis. Number 11, the 6'2 senior, Ty Bates. Number 12, Brady Booth, the 5'10 junior. Then it's a 6'4 junior in Steve Zijarto, number 22.
Easy for you to say.
No kidding. Rounding it out, number 24, Paxton Edgar is a 6-foot-tall senior. And Adam and I were having a laugh back and forth. If you're a fan of Strasburg girls basketball, no, that is not the same Ty Bates.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why he goes by Tyler.
There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
He doesn't want any confusion thinking he's playing for the Arrows as well.
Isaac Roman Willie getting introduced here before the hometown crowd, and Roman Willie played an important role in their win on Tuesday night off of the bench, but the senior now in the starting lineup. He's somebody who can give you some good minutes. Probably going to be tasked with a lot defensively tonight, if I made a guess.
Yeah, absolutely. That's obviously that's probably Coach Ross's first and foremost. That's what he wanted to put on the floor, his best defensive 5 to start the game. And like I said, with Aiden Mushrush out of the lineup, I've seen Harper Mushrush get some time at the varsity level already. He's definitely able to handle it, and I expect to see him sooner than later.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be rotating in quite a bit, maybe bumping up that minutes per game category, as pretty much everybody's going to have that on their shoulders here for tonight. Some other players that come in off of the bench are going to be tasked with doing a little bit extra here tonight.
You know, whenever you have one player, if you have one player out, that makes for, obviously you can make a starting 5, that's fine. But now when you have 2 starters that are out, it really juggles what you're used to doing for substitutions and whatnot. So, like you said, Nick, there's probably going to be some different guys that are going to have to step up and play a little bit more minutes than what they're used to.
Tonight's tip-off brought to you by Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your local Train Comfort specialist in downtown Dover. Dover Philly Heating and Cooling offers 24/7 emergency service, so call them when you need them at 330-343-5511. It will be Quinn Miller who takes the tip-off for the Quakers, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be starting off as Arrows ball, as it is off the fingertips of Miller and Reed Emmons, and we are underway. Kind of an unusual start to this ball game.
Well, it's kind of unusual because the board changed, so we marked the wrong starters down for the Ashland Arrows, but we'll get through it.
Oh, we did. Well, we'll have to go back through the different starting lineup then here momentarily. Emmons deep in the corner, kicks it out. It's Gunnar Lacey who's in the starting lineup, and it is a move to the left from Edgar, cut off at the top by Wells. Pass to the left side, Davis drives in, lost his footing, throws it back over top the defender. Emmons for 3, left it short, rebound into the hands there of Miller, who will throw it back to a teammate. Miller's first board, as bringing it up will be T.R. Harriman. Wells will now go to work offensively on the right side. We were only slightly off on those starting lineups then for the Arrows.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, like I said, we'll get through it. The time that it matters is now, and we know who's in there now.
Wells will go for a drive, kicks it out instead to the right side to Harriman. Underhands it there and sets a screen for Miller. Not a lot of backdoor cuts right now. Wells caught in the corner, wanted to go down low to Roman Willie, but it's nothing doing. Now he'll fight him on the low block. Roman Willie with a move to the right, kicks it out to the corner off the fingertips there of Jackson Martini, a turnover. So actually your starting lineup for the Arrows tonight is senior Gunnar Lacey, number 3 Gabe Baith, a 5'8 senior, number 4 Reed Emmons, a 6'3 senior, number 10 Garrett Davis, 6'1 junior, and number 24 Paxton Edgar, the 6' senior. So a little less height out there on the court for the Arrows.
Yeah, and Shabardo, you didn't have to say it.
Yeah, if we're going to butcher that all night, probably. Edgar, right side, high elbow. Wells cuts him off defensively. Tough defense, but Edgar backs him all the way in. Now an underhand pass, nice find on the baseline. Kicks it out. Baith thought about a 3, and he'll cash it in as Gabe Baith stepped back to the right corner, and he's good from deep.
Yeah, you can tell the Arrows, that's all they were looking at, that whole possession, trying to find the open three, and they got one.
Little backcourt pressure now from Ashland. New Philly gets right through it. Harriman with a drive to the right. Stops at the free throw line, kicks back out to Wells as they do a little give-and-go action. Deep in the corner, there's a drive for Miller, nothing doing. New Philly's been caught at the top of the three-point line so far their first two possessions. Miller with a spin move, kicks left corner. Harriman with a rhythm three-point shot, left it short. Rebound into the hands of Baith. Baith, his first board, brings it up for Ashland. Tries to set up the offense, right side. Ediger. Wells all over him, and they'll have to go back to the top to Baith. Baith now picks Harriman out high. Right side, Davis going to look to break down Martini. Davis with a little crossover spin move now on the right block. Gets his man off his feet. Left the shot short. Nice box out for Isaac Roman-Willie as he gets his first rebound. Here comes Harriman across the timeline. Finds Miller open in the corner for a three, and it's good. As Quinn Miller knocks the tray through, and it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, both teams right now trying to get those open three-point shots.
That's a travel as Ediger shuffle-stepped left and right before putting the ball on the deck. And a first turnover for the Arrows.
What I've seen so far, both teams are so fast on defense, it's not allowing anything on the inside into the paint. And I think that's what's forcing both teams to look for the three-point shot right now.
Quakers face this trap from the Blue Devils. They get through it as Harriman with a beautiful find as Roman-Willie cuts right to the rack, and New Philly leads.
Yeah, nice look there as the Arrows throw the ball out of the way. The Quakers are going to take over possession.
We're trying to go to Emmons right in front of the Quaker student section, and you hear them erupt with the cheer. So this is a very similar defensive look as you got from the Blue Devils on Tuesday night. That was some very tough defense that the Quakers had to deal with, but they handled it well. Wells will be out high by the volleyball line as he'll look to set up the offense. Thought he wanted a screen. Instead, he'll go to Martini at the free throw line. Kicks corner, and there's going to be a charge as that one is going to be on number 0, Gunnar Lacey, who just ran right through Roman-Willie. But actually, they're going to say it was a blocking foul, I guess.
That's a confusing call, Nick, because Gunnar Lacey
lowered his shoulder.
He literally just shoved Quinn Miller into the floor, and when he called I didn't know why he called the charge, but it's almost like he had the call backwards.
If he would have went with the blocking foul, would have got it, but Lacey just shoulder checked Roman-Willie right down to the court. But
was it Roman-Willie?
It was, but regardless, it doesn't matter one way or another. Either way, it's Ashland Arrows ball. Out high, it's Baith. Baith goes with the move to the left. He's cut off with a double team. Nice recovery there from Harriman. Lacey, he's going to drive with the right, kicks to the corner. Close out there from Harriman into the hands of Emmons. Emmons now underhands it, and we're going to have a travel as getting caught in between was Ediger on that pass, and the double teams from New Philly on these quick passes kind of confusing Ashland.
Yeah, I think that's the second time Ediger's gotten nailed with the travel call, and like you said, Nick, I think it's all due to the pressure.
Quakers to inbound. Of course, want to make mention that coming up at halftime and after the game, we'll have the Kemp Insurance Stat Report, and no surprise here with it being a New Philadelphia home basketball game. Mr. Don Kemp sitting over there at courtside. Roman-Willie trapped now in the corner. Thought he was going to look for a timeout, instead has it stripped away. Scramble for the ball, still loose, and picking it up is going to be Baith, but then stolen away by Harriman. Harriman will now come down the court. He'll look for room on the left side. Finds Martini open for a three.
We got another stoppage out there on the floor. They were fixing
the net was tied up, but Jackson Martini cashes in with the tray, and a nice job by, I believe it was T.R. Harriman with another assist. That's his third assist in this first quarter.
I would say T.R.'s court vision is great, and you're seeing that early in tonight's game.
8-3, Quakers out in front on the Arrows, halfway gone in the first quarter. It is Baith who will bring it up the court again. Couple of substitutions we'll get to here shortly for Ashland. Ediger with a spin move in the corner. Lost the handle, the double team. It was Harriman who nearly stripped it away, but it goes back to Ediger. Down low, and there's Harriman this time as he'll jump the pass. By himself, tries to go all the way, and there's a travel as Harriman tried to pass it back out to Wells, kind of double clutched, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, he did. I think everything happened so fast he didn't realize he did it, but he most certainly did, and now it's back to the defensive end for the Quakers.
Kind of threw it back into his left hand before shoveling it out. Baith kicks left side. It's Emmons. Emmons looks for room on Martini, finds Baith. Deep three-point shot off the backboard, didn't find any rim there. Quinn Miller gets his second board. He'll bring it up, stops, pops it out to Harriman. Quakers with a 5-point lead. Harriman thought about his own rhythm three, but wisely slows it down and lets the Quakers set up their offense. Martini will drive with the right into the lane, dumps out. Wells now with the left, stops, spins, thought about a shot. Instead goes Harriman in front of the Ashland bench in the corner. Jab step right, now works off the screen from Mushrush, who's checked in. Martini with a rhythm three from the left corner, and it's good. And Wells gets his first assist. Martini his second make from distance.
Yeah, 6 points for Martini early on here. Quakers lead 11-3.
Ediger going to try to drive baseline, and he lost it. A wild throw in there, and Harper Mushrush is the beneficiary of the steal. Wells kicks into the corner. Drive for Miller. Pops out to Harriman as he wants a screen for Mushrush. Trying to get the matchup they want down low. Martini, why not? Another three-pointer, and it rolls in. Harriman with his fourth assist, and Martini with his third make from deep. It'll be a full timeout, and Big Z Sports will roll on right after this.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
14-3 here live at WJER.com and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Thanks to Peterman Plumbing and Heating with our YouTube Audiocast. The Quakers all over the Arrows in the early going. 2:20 to go in the first quarter, and that's thanks to no small part from Jackson Martini, who's nailed 3 triples.
Yeah, Quinn Miller adding another triple, so 4 triples early on by the Quakers. Has them an 11-point lead with just over 2 minutes to play.
Baith will bring it up from the Arrows. Their only scoring right now was also on a triple from Baith. Left side, Ediger will look to drive baseline. Wells locks him down defensively. Around the horn it goes. Baith, right side, high elbow. Harriman on defense. Stops, tries to pop it back out nearly off the fingertips of Wells. Drive there from Ediger, stolen by Harriman, who anticipated it, and he's got 3 steals. Right side, Wells in the corner. T.R. Harriman has yet to find the scoring column, but he's got 4 assists and 3 steals, definitely doing his part tonight.
Yeah, he's doing everything but scoring, and I think Coach Ross is probably okay with that.
Harriman will now set up the offense from the volleyball line on the New Philly side of the timeline. Look to set a screen for Wells, who's picked up by Baith. Miller cut off, out high, tries the spin move, gets a screen from Mushrush, drives baseline, and he's just a little bit too strong off the backboard, battled around, and it's going to stay with the Quakers as it goes off the fingertips of number 2. We don't have a number 2 on our roster.
No, we do not.
So I'm not sure who that is. My apologies.
Anyways, Harper Mushrush and Quinn Miller were the ones that kept that rebound alive to go out of bounds.
Martini pops back out to Harriman. We saw the Quakers do this on Tuesday night, a lot of that in-and-out game. But when the three-pointer's working that well, you don't necessarily have to crash it into the rack that much. Mushrush drives in, gives out Martini from the other corner. That one's not going to find the bottom. Mushrush gets the board, though. Nice move, stripped underneath, goes to Martini, who's there to clean it up and put it in for 2.
Great hustle there by Jackson Martini for his 11th point of the night.
Hop step in the lane, not going to fall for the Arrows. Battled around, it will roll towards the out of bounds, and it's going to be stolen as it was saved by Ediger. And Miller is going to be a little bit too strong on the other end. Now with the bunny, can't get it to go. Rebound there for number 10, Garrett Davis. Left open for 3 is Davis. Left it short, gets his own board along the baseline. Knocked away from behind, and that's a steal for Miller.
Fast-paced first quarter.
Everybody going to take a breath here. We're 20 seconds to go in the first. Quakers up by 13 as they're going to look to hold for the last shot. Harriman will have it, dumps it off to Wells. 12 seconds now showing. Quakers run 4 corners along the paint. Harriman will now come out. Nice fastball underneath. What a find to Mushrush. 5th assist for Harriman. Heave at the buzzer, and it's going to be off the left side of the backboard. No good. New Philly leads 18-3 over Ashland. Big Z Sports rolls on following this.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting Subway.com and clicking on Careers.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans.
Learn more about First Federal Community Bank at firstfed.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Returning to the Republic State Mortgage mobile studio out of that timeout into the second quarter. Although the scoreboard says period 3 here from New Philly. Quakers up 18-3.
Little happy trigger there, moving it from 1 to 2.
It's fine. They'll notice at some point. It is Quaker ball. They are up by 15. They are rolling right now. Harriman out high. Hasn't scored yet, but 5 assists and 3 steals in that first quarter. Kicks to his favorite target, who is Jackson Martini, who will drive. Martini's going to dump off to the right side. Wells cut off in the corner. Martini currently leads all scorers with 11 points. He'll go to Wells with a rhythm 3, but he shuffle-stepped, and that's a turnover. He nailed the three-pointer, but the only problem is Wells didn't put it on the deck. Actually, I think they called a foul. I thought it must be on the illegal screen, and it was Roman Willie.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was the stutter step from Wells.
So did I, because the time of the whistle, it was right after he shuffled his feet. That was Roman Willie's second foul.
Roman Willie kind of had that issue on Tuesday night, and he'll have to take a seat. It's Parker Rieger who will come in the game now. Drive there from Bates was swatted over the top, and there's the foul. Martini doesn't like it, but when he came down on the follow-through, got him on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's one thing they always try to teach you. If you're going to go up for a block, don't bring your arm forward, because all you're doing, you're drawing attention to yourself.
Well, you're also making it harder on yourself to actually reach the ball itself after you hit a certain point, extending it downward. So the first trip to the free throw line up and good for Bates. Right now, he's got all 4 of Ashland's points. And we had some whistles here. I think they're trying to figure out team fouls, maybe?
Yeah, maybe something with almost with the scorebook. I'm not sure what they were.
Well, Bates steps into his next one and nails it.
Water on the floor, maybe? Coach Ross's point. Oh, maybe some blood.
Probably, as it looks like Paxton Ediger will go to the sideline. Checking back in for him will be Garrett Davis, and sure enough, that's exactly what it is.
We're just throwing darts from up here trying to figure out what's going on.
We got to make our best guess if we can. Now Wischel's in more of an administrative timeout, and I think it must be Wells who they're also looking if he's got a little spot of blood, and it looks like he does. So they'll have to check Wells out now.
Yeah, so Quinn Miller's going to come back into the game. So he's probably going to go get a
fresh pair of shorts.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm guessing he's going to probably have to just do a switch.
You know, that's the one thing. Some people will say, why do they stop the game for that? All health, safety, those kind of things.
Yeah.
So Harriman will now have it in the backcourt, double teamed. He'll shuffle it up now to Rieger. Rieger dumps left side, finds an open Miller. Miller with the lane, lost the handle, now just kind of floats it out there to Martini, who's good again. Jackson Martini, that one nearly touched the rafters, but he's still good for 2.
Hey, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Right side, Emmons goes out high. Martini has 14 of the Quakers' 21. Bates going to look to break down Harriman, drives left side, stolen away, Mushrush tries to save it, but he'll throw it back into the hands of Gunnar Lacey. Kicks left side, Davis with a rhythm three-point shot, left it short. Martini gets his first rebound. Quakers, more quick hands and true shooting, have them out big, 21-5. Harriman now with a step-back rhythm, three-point shot, why not? T.R. Harriman gets in the scoring column with a tray.
He figured it was about time to get into that column because he's in every one of them.
Drive for Bates on the right side. Goes behind the back. Kicks into the corner. Lacey picked up out there by Mushrush. Height disadvantage. Lacey drives in. Tie up, and they're going to call a foul on Mushrush, who kind of just hugged him.
Yeah, he had him stop, but then the next move, Harper just grabbed a hold of his arms, and it was right in front of the official.
So you might have the height advantage if you're Mushrush, but Lacey with that quick first move if you can't keep up with your feet sometimes, that's your first thing you do is reach out there.
Exactly.
Reed Wells will check back in and get the fresh pair of shorts on.
Yeah, Parker Rieger is the one checking out for the Quakers.
Baith takes the inbound pass in the right corner. Wells all over him defensively. Left side, head fake there from Emmons, drives, kicks it out. Quakers are all over the Arrows defensively. Out high in the elbow there, Miller on defense. Throw back into the hands of Baith as Wells will pick him up. Baith tries to drive. Wild dribble in there, lost the handle. Underhands it underneath, finds his man, and the and one upcoming. It's a nice job by Davis to finish through contact and cut into the lane.
Yeah, Quinn Miller, Davis had a step on him. Quinn Miller went for the grab, got some body contact, and the continuation bucket goes in.
That'll be Emmons' second assist. It looks like Edgar's going to check back in. First one is up and good for Davis. Lacey will sub out, Edgar back in.
Quakers still with a 16-point lead, just under 6 to play here in the first half.
Miller deep in the backcourt, now more pressure. Arrows kind of switch things up on this press, but they'll lax off as New Philly comes across the timeline. Hard screen from Mushrush. Get Harriman open up high. Nothing doing though. Wells will slow things down. Another screen from Mushrush. He'll get it in the high elbow. Underhands it out to Miller. Miller now cut off and double teamed in the corner. Throws it in low to Wells. Wells on the baseline wanted the drive, but he's cut off. Emmons all over him on defense. Actually, that's Davis. Harriman gets a screen to the right. On the switch, now Wells in the left corner. Down low, Mushrush kicks out. Wells with a rhythm three-point shot. Left it a little short, can't get the roll. Rebound, Edgar. Paxton Edgar with pace. Throws it underneath and threw it away baseline, out of bounds. As Harriman was there to alter the pass again. Won't give him credit for the steal, but another great defensive play for TR.
Yeah, just got in the passing lane, made it difficult. Ball sailed out of bounds into the corner.
Martini will sit. Rieger back in the game. Saw him sparingly on Tuesday night, but obviously going to have to play a bigger role here tonight with two normal starters for the Quakers now out.
Not many Quaker games where they have 24 on the board, and Reed Wells has 0 so far.
Harriman breaks open for a three-pointer, but left it short. Battle for the board, hauled in by Edgar. Mushrush was there, but couldn't quite hold on to it. Right side, extra pass. Now a drive for Emmons baseline. Cut off. Fastballs to the other corner. Out high off the fingertips of one of the Arrows defenders, out of bounds, and it's going to be New Philly ball. Emmons was trying to get there, but he ran into the back of the official along the sideline.
Yeah, top of the key there. The Arrows had 2 players in the same spot, caused all kinds of confusion. They didn't know who the pass was to.
Nobody knew who to go get the ball either.
No.
Wells crossed the center court stripe. Dribbles into the right side. Miller in the corner. Underhands it out to Harriman. Now he had a whole bunch of Quakers who were all trying to set a screen at once. Wells, as that's going to be a charge, as Wells got the hand out in front of him and kind of just shoved the shoulder of Edgar and took him down.
Yeah, it was a very hard collision.
Actually, they're going to say it was Mushrush on the screen, I suppose.
Okay. Well, we're not doing very good at guessing the foul either, are we?
We're not seeing it very well. But that's why we're up here and not down there. Baith will bring it up now. His team trails by 16, nearly halfway gone through this second quarter. And coming up will be your halftime show, all thanks to our friends at McInturf Realty, and another Arrows turnover as Davis took his eyes off the passing lane for a second, threw it to a player who was no longer there.
Yeah, the Arrows just the defensive pressure right now by the Quakers just have Ashland completely lost on offense.
Wells brings it up, now goes to the right side. Stops, pops to the top of the key again to Mushrush. Mushrush wanted of cutting Martini, but he's not there. Goes back to Wells. Screen for Mushrush. Wells now picked up out high from Edmonds. Into the corner. Miller tries to dribble with the left. Actually, that's Rieger. Rieger picks up his dribble and has to throw it away to Harriman. When Philly's getting the open shots, they are making Ashland pay, but give credit to the Arrows. Defensively, they are right in their jerseys.
They are. And they're keeping the Quakers really far away right now from even the three-point line.
Wells stops from the free throw line, gives it out to Martini with a drive. In the lane, he was swatted from the side, but got fouled, and he'll be heading to the line for 2.
Yeah, foul's going to go. Well, we don't have number 2. Arrows number 2, that's his first foul.
And we can't hear the loudspeaker here. Couple of dribbles there from Martini, and his first one is perfect. We're going to try to find it the old-fashioned way. Do you know what that is?
The old-fashioned internet.
Yeah,
internet.
That's Martini with a couple of dribbles. Rolls the next one, no good. Mush Rush with a nice board as he'll throw it back into a teammate. They find Martini, who's open for three, but it's long. Edgar with his third rebound for Ashland. Left side, it's Davis. Davis nearly cut off by Wells. Out high, Edgar. Edgar with a drive. Tries to find a baseline cutting Davis, and he will. Up and under, shot's not going to go. Rebound there for Davis. Passes back out. Edgar now goes to work on the left block. Rieger's all over him. Deep three-point shot from Edmonds is too long. Rebound for Rieger, and he was hooked underneath. Edgar's going to get called for the foul. Looks like number 2 for Ashland is Killian O'Brien, the junior shooting guard. And, oh my, they're calling this foul on the Quakers, Adam.
Well, I guess the streak continues. That's 3 now we've been kind of confused on.
Rieger had the positioning. Edgar was behind him, and Rieger's one arm was held behind him when he went up for the one-handed rebound.
And Rieger still was able to get the rebound.
But the foul got called on Rieger as Edgar's good on the first, his first points. That's interesting.
It is. It is.
25-9, New Philly leads.
We'll leave it at that, correct?
Yes. All the more I can give on a breakdown of that. Next one from Edgar is perfect as well. Ashland breaks double digits. Halftime on the way. Of course, we'll have part of that, your Kemp Insurance stat report. I can only hope I can do that as well as Coach Tidrick does, though.
Yeah.
Nearly taken away there by O'Brien. It's a scramble for the ball. Martini hits the deck, as does O'Brien. Whistles and a timeout there for Coach Zach Cross, who is not very happy. We'll take the timeout with them. Big Z Sports rolls on with the sports voice of the Valley right after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
It's 25-10 here from New Philadelphia High School on a crisp winter Friday night. OCC basketball. Quakers got out and running early on Ashland. Things have tightened up a little bit in terms of the Arrows finding some success offensively, but New Philly still up by 15. Biggest problem for New Philly right now, Adam, is they've had a couple empty possessions here recently. They want to keep their foot pressed hard down on the pedal.
Yeah, the Arrows seem to have tightened their defense up out of the, wasn't this last time out, but the one before that.
Mush Rush drives in and was rejected by Davis, but they're going to say he got him on the follow-through. So now heading to the line will be the younger Mush Rush and Harper Mush Rush.
Yeah, that's exactly what the official even showed the player. He said it was the follow-through that got you.
Arms were up fine until you turned your wrist down.
Yep. The foul goes on Garrett Davis. That's his first.
Mush Rush nails the first one. Got a couple of rebounds as well as a steal. As we have already mentioned, the sophomore probably going to be expected to play some extended minutes from his normal minutes with 2 players out for New Philly. Next one, left it short but got the home roll. Now 4 points for Harper. Baith, right side. Emmons, deep in the corner. Mush Rush on him. Emmons will drive, clears some space, goes baseline. Now Martini has him completely cut off. They find Baith underneath. Harriman lost him, and Baith will score. Emmons, his third assist. Wells works right side. 2-minute warning before the half. Kicks out. Miller thought about a 3, instead wants the drive instead. Clears out some space with Wells out high. Wells gets a screen from Mush Rush. Now Martini, straight to the top of the key. Spin move at the free throw line. Floater's not going to fall. Rebound for O'Brien. Up the court, left side. Edgar's going to drive, whistles, and they're going to call the foul on the floor. Not sure who's going to be the guilty party that time. Might be Miller.
Yeah, it's going to be number 24, Quinn Miller, and I think that's his second. Yeah, it's his second foul.
Also 5 team fouls now for the Quakers, so every whistle from here in terms of a foul will put the Arrows at the line. Ediger's first one is good. Austin Pringle will check into the game for New Philly as Miller will take a seat. Ediger's next one, a mirror image of the first 3 that he's had. He's now 4 for 4 from the charity stripe.
Yeah, it's all 4 points that he's got tonight.
Wells brings it up again. Quakers lead by 13, minute and a half to go. Mushrush nearly had it stripped, and there's going to be a whistles, and I thought it was going to be a travel. Instead, they're going to say a foul on Emmons, who pushed Mushrush from behind.
Yeah, the whistle, as Mushrush was traveling, it was when the whistle was already blown, so I figured it was a contact foul.
Pringle to inbound for the Quakers. Gets some direction from head coach Zach Ross, who said he's been overall pleased with how New Philly has gone, but says how the season's gone for New Philly, but said every game, you got to get a little bit better. That's what the challenge that the Quakers have had. Game in and game out, especially coming out of this holiday break. Certainly looking good in the early goings here of a league showdown until there, as they had a throwaway as Mushrush couldn't corral it and stepped on the baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, tried to receive that entry pass and go up to the hoop, just couldn't put his hands on it.
Ediger with pace, right side. Baith in the corner. He tries to drive left, goes between the legs. Hop step, stripped away off the fingertips of Baith as Wells altered it. He got the initial contact. Baith tried to re-catch it, and it went out on the baseline.
Yeah, Baith was trying to get a foul called there, and there was nothing there. It was just a clean touch and good defense there by Reed Wells.
Something the Quakers have done so well this year is that ability when a player's cutting in to just get that extra hand across, not foul, but just make it a little bit more difficult on the ball handler. Martini on the right side, picked up by O'Brien. Mushrush out high, now Harriman. Harriman slows it down with Baith on his hip. Martini, fastball underneath to Mushrush. Right block, kicks out, extra pass. Pringle thought about the 3. Instead, he'll drive and go back out to Harriman. With now 36 seconds on the clock, Quakers might slow it down for last shot, and it looks like they will.
Yeah, you're getting into that time now where you don't want to, you might as well just go ahead and waste the rest of the half if you can.
That's when they bring up the shot clock question, as always.
Yeah.
Martini, picked up by O'Brien. Little give and go, back and forth action for Wells as they continue to chew the clock. 13 seconds to go. Harriman flashes out in front of the scorer's table to take over.
Yeah, the Arrows are not letting them just sit out there either.
Wells drives. 5 seconds to go. Finds a lane on the left side. Out to Harriman. 2 seconds to go. Harriman with a scoop shot in the lane. Found it underneath to Mushrush. There's going to be a charge, but it's at the whistle, and that will take us to halftime. I believe as Ashland wants to talk it over, though, because Coach Jason Hess out on the court saying, wait a minute, if that...
Think Newtown Mall is just for shopping? Think again. With a great mix of local favorites and national brands, it's the perfect place to find what you need and discover something new. Whether you're checking out the latest trends, grabbing a bite to eat, or just enjoying the atmosphere, it's a great time anytime. Make a day of it, bring a friend, and experience the mall like never before. Stay in the loop. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and visit newtownmall.com to see what's happening.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
This holiday season, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union celebrates the joy of community.
We're proud to be here for you.
Whether it's supporting local schools,
empowering families with financial wellness,
or making a difference in neighborhoods across our region.
Thank you for trusting us with your financial journey.
From all of us at Dover Philly, we wish you a joyful holiday and a bright new year ahead.
Together, let's make the new year the best year yet. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
In basketball, a game can be won or lost with the right call. Real estate is no different. Hi, this is Jan McInturf, and when it's time to buy or sell a home, the right call is to McInturf Realty. For over 30 years, our team has delivered results, making us your trusted local real estate choice. We're grateful for your continued support and are ready to help you make the right moves in real estate. Visit us online at McInturfRealty.net. Make the call to McInturf Realty.
The halftime show is brought to you by Mac and Turf Realty, proud to have served our area for over 30 years. When buying or selling, make the call to Mac and Turf Realty. Adam, a first half that really saw New Philadelphia jump out to a very large lead at the end of the first quarter as they were really putting their foot down on the gas. Kind of slowed down, though, a little bit as Ashland technically won that second quarter, or it was almost a tied second quarter, 9-9, I believe. But still, Quakers lead 27-14. Coach Ross might not be overly happy with how things winded down there to end that second quarter, but still with a double-digit lead, reason to feel pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's a way to draw up the perfect start to a basketball game, especially at home or on the road for that matter, you jump out to a 14, 15-point lead that quick like the Quakers did tonight. Coach Ross was really happy, I'm sure. But as you mentioned, the way that first half ended, obviously the Quakers kind of struggled to get into the scoring column much in the second quarter, allowed Ashland to crawl back in a little bit. Still a 13-point deficit, but giving them a little bit of hope as they come into the second half.
Jackson Martini, who was slotted into the starting lineup tonight, he's paid off in a big way because 15 big points in that first half. And that also went along with T.R. Harriman having 5 assists and 3 steals. Both Martini and Harriman have been really doing the lion's share of the work offensively for New Philadelphia tonight. Harper Mushrush has 4 points. Quinn Miller and Harriman both have 3, and then Isaac Roman Willie with 2. But right now it's number 5 and number 12 for the Quakers, who I'm sure Ashland are in there in the locker room at halftime, and they're on their board. They have both those numbers circled.
Yeah, and the most impressive thing about Martini was his scoring in the first half. Even when he wasn't forcing any shots. Most of the threes he took, they went in. I think he only missed 1. But he wasn't just, once he started getting hot there, he wasn't just forcing shots to try to score. He was taking good shots, and that's what allowed him to get to 15 in the first half.
Got a full breakdown of your Kemp Insurance stat report. Your local hometown agents for more than 35 years, with Martini with 15 points, 1 rebound. 4 points for Harper Mushrush with 2 rebounds and a steal. 3 points, 5 assists, 3 steals for T.R. Harriman. 2 points, 1 rebound for Isaac Roman Willie. And Quinn Miller with 3 points, 3 boards, and 1 steal. As for the Ashland Arrows, their leading scorer tonight so far, Gabe Baith, with 7 points, a rebound, and a steal. Paxton Ediger, 4 points and 3 rebounds, all 4 of his points coming from the free throw line. Garrett Davis with 3 points, 2 rebounds. Killian O'Brien has also added a couple of rebounds as well. But for Ashland, only 3 players in the scoring column. Going to have to start spreading it out a lot more here in the second half.
Yeah, like I said, I mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. Right now, the Quaker defense is just causing complete chaos for the Arrows on the offensive end. And I'm sure head coach Zach Ross is going to want his Quakers to continue doing so.
We'll have another look at our Kemp Insurance stat report at the end of tonight's game. And we will also, at the conclusion, of course, be bringing you our Subway Player of the Game. We head to your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, but a lot more basketball still yet to play here from New Philadelphia. Quakers up by 13. And, of course, check out the Big Z Sports Facebook page for updates on more area games going on, as the Dover Crimson Tornadoes also out on the road, the home game tonight.
Yeah, they're at home tonight against Madison. That game can be heard on WJER 100.9 FM and AM 1450. I'm sure we have Travis McClellan's there. I'm sure we got some updates of that game on our Facebook page.
We do, as the Tornadoes lead the Rams 27-19 at the halfway point. And on top of that, with New Philadelphia here at home tonight, a very brief break for them because they're back in action tomorrow night.
No, the Tornadoes are.
Oh, pardon me, yes. Tornadoes.
They play host to the Indian Valley Braves.
Okay, in that case, Dover with a brief break before coming back home tomorrow night.
The Tornadoes are right back in action tomorrow night as they host the Indian Valley Braves. Non-conference showdown of 2 very good basketball teams in the area.
Another game that you can hear live at 100.9 FM as Dover will look to defend against Indian Valley. And also coming up tomorrow, you and I are hitting the road, as well as Shannon Thomas, as we're going Minerva way.
Yeah, really cool thing they're doing tomorrow night.
Kind of goes back to the old school way of doing things.
And I know that there's some area coaches, I think, that they would really like to do this, what they're doing tomorrow. Malvern is traveling to Minerva, the whole 5-minute drive.
Real long trip.
But they're going to have a doubleheader. First, kicking things off at 5:30, varsity girls action. Immediately following, the varsity boys are going to take the floor. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's really cool that they're doing that. and I'm hoping to see some more schools implement stuff like that.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun for sure, but we've got to get through this next 2 quarters here first, though, and New Philadelphia is going to look to keep rolling right now against Ashland. 27-14, Quakers leading the Arrows. That will do it for your halftime show, brought to you by Mac and Turf Realty. Stay tuned when we return. Second half tip-off from New Philadelphia High School is on the way.
To be a success in basketball, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. And the same is true when it comes to insurance. Your local insurance agents, Nathan and Don Kemp, and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years. East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At Dover Philly Heating and Cooling in downtown Dover, they know the best advertising is a satisfied customer. That's why they guarantee customer satisfaction with every job. Check out DoverPhillyHVAC.com to read real reviews from real customers who were really satisfied.
This is Jim Moser. As the only designated trained comfort specialist in Tuscarawas County, my team and I will provide honest and knowledgeable service to keep your family comfortable year-round.
If you need service or a new system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
Running a business is challenging, but managing your finances shouldn't be. This is Carrie Miller, Cash Management Officer at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that time is money, which is why we offer a suite of cash management solutions designed to streamline your operations. From online banking to merchant services, we have the tools you need to keep your business moving forward. Visit our website at csb1.com or call 800-654-9015 to learn more. The Commercial and Savings Bank, your partner in success, member FDIC.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540, NMLS ID 62411, an equal housing lender.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Third quarter action here from New Philadelphia as the Quakers will look to keep rolling, keep their lead over the Ashland Arrows, 27-14. As a reminder, you can get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and get notifications on, and you'll never miss a broadcast like this audiocast brought to you by Peterman Plumbing and Heating if you're tuned in on our YouTube channel, or if you're at WJER.com. We appreciate you both ways, no matter which way that you're listening.
Absolutely.
Ashland ball to start things off as they'll kick to the right corner. Ediger with a deep shot is good, and that's a three-point bomb from the corner as he was about as deep as he possibly could be. Paxton Ediger gets it started off on the right foot for Ashland. Now a 10-point lead as Harriman looks to set things up for the Quakers. Flashes out to Martini. Isaac Roman Willie back on the court for the Quakers. Spent a lot of time in that first half on the bench due to some foul trouble. Wells, high elbow, nice crossover, swipe from behind. Wells gets through it and left the shot short. Rebounded there for Garrett Davis.
Yeah, Reed Wells had a nice drive to the hoop there, but I think the rim got to him quicker than he expected.
Ediger, fastball, left side. Lacey is good and hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Three-point shooting teams, they can close the gap really quick. They've closed it to 7 now.
Gunnar Lacey's first make of the game. Wells gets a screen from Roman Willie, works back left. Fastballs it to Harriman. He'll drive with the right, thought about the mid-range shot, instead steps out. Wells head fakes the 3, now dumps it down to the baseline to Roman Willie. He'll go back out to Wells. Wanted a rhythm 3, but can't do it. Back to Roman Willie, little give-and-go action. Roman Willie now gets the double, and he'll spin with a nice floater in the lane for 2.
That was a nice post move there by Roman Willie. Looked very comfortable with that little baby hook he just shot.
Davis left side, deep three-point shot's going to hit nothing, and it's going to go out of bounds. Roman Willie and Lacey were so locked up on the rebound, or for the rebound, that they didn't realize the ball didn't hit anything.
No, it's funny because they both realized it after the ball hit right in front of them.
Good box out for Roman Willie.
Yes.
Wells will bring it up. His team up by 9, 6:10 to go in the third. Martini clears some space around the free throw line, looks to spin back with the left. Another spin move underneath, and nice post move there for Jackson Martini, who picks up where he left off in the first half. 17 points for him now. Davis kicks left corner. Edmonds is going to drive on the baseline, cut off by Wells, and he throws it back to Baith. Now another deep three-point shot from Ediger, clangs off back iron. Roman Willie with another nice box out as he'll tip it back to Martini.
Yeah, Quakers are going to have to close out a little deeper than what they did in the first half because these Arrows, they're shooting it. If they're open, they're going to put it up.
Martini was doubled briefly. Now Lacey picks him up on single coverage. Back out to Wells on the volleyball line. Kicks left side. Miller thought about a 3, instead drives. Tried to do in between the legs, but lost the handle. Wells runs it down. Wells cuts to the free throw line, kicks out to Harriman. Harriman jab steps right, dribbles left. No real lanes for the Quakers. We saw this a lot in that first half as Ashland was doing a great job cutting off everything that was going towards the rim. Still, Quakers were able to make them pay. They've got the 11-point lead. Martini has Lacey all over him out high. Miller dribbles with the left. Nice overhand pass there to Roman Willie, who found the open spot along the baseline.
Yeah, good movement there by the Quakers to work it around long enough to get the open shot.
Lacey is stripped from behind, and he'll throw it back out, though. Drive, fastball. Wells is going to step in front of it, and now a foul. Reed Wells' first steal, and I believe it was Ediger who swatted him from the side while he was trying to break towards the rim.
Yeah, I was not going to jump the gun on the foul call there. I learned from the first half.
And guess what? I was wrong again because they said it was Garrett Davis this time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Miller to inbound. Wells tonight, an assist and a steal, but we've been calling his name a lot.
Yeah, you can tell the Arrows, they definitely did not want Reed Wells to beat them tonight, and that's one thing that they've accomplished. They making it very difficult.
I think by my count he's only got 2 shots tonight, but he sets a nice screen there for Martini, who's good again from deep. Something that won't show up in the stat column, but give Reed Wells a lot of credit there. He screened 2 Ashland defenders.
Yes.
Scramble for the ball, nearly thrown away. Kick out. Ediger, rhythm, 3-point shot in the corner, clangs off front iron, no good. Martini with the board. And now whistles in the backcourt and a foul.
What's crazy is that was only Martini's second rebound. It's not because he's not in position. The ball just has not found his hands tonight.
Martini will inbound. He's got 20 points and 2 rebounds. Martini, a sophomore who comes off the bench, normally inserted into the starting lineup tonight. I'd say it's a pretty good addition to maybe be in the starting lineup.
Yeah. That's what they always say, when you get your shot, make sure gives the coaches a conversation after the game, and I think he's done that.
Wells drives, kicks back out. Miller with the 3-point shot is good. Almost the exact same look, but on the other side of the court that time. Now whistles and a timeout there for Coach Jason Hess. We'll take it with them. Big Z Sports rolls on after this.
Hungry for something fresh? Your local Subway restaurants are serving up exactly what you crave. Made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, and salads piled high with your favorite fresh ingredients. Whether you're fueling up for the big game or grabbing dinner on the go, Subway has the flavor you love and the choices you want. So stop in today and taste the difference at Subway. Subway, eat fresh. Proud sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Back to the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio, 39-20. How quickly basketball can have a funny way of going on runs, because the Quakers saw their lead cut all the way down to 7 before going on quite the tear. They now lead 39-20, 3.5 to go in a third period that's flying by.
Yeah, the Arrows went on a mini run, and then the Quakers said, watch this, and they went on a 12-0 run as the Arrows just turned it over again.
T.R. Harriman gets the steal, gets the assist, as Quinn Miller will finish at the rack. 6 steals now for Harriman. He's all over him defensively again as well. O'Brien kicks to the left side. Davis wanted to work it down to the post, but nothing doing. Kicks left corner to Emmons. Emmons top down to the right side, over to Davis. He'll go with the right, and O'Brien cuts in. Quakers now cutting off any backdoor cuts. Emmons drive, thought about a mid-range jumper, but he thought better of it because Harriman was right there for the swat. Ediger's going to drive, spin move on the left block, and it's good. Paxson, Ediger, nice-looking move and a tough angle shot.
One thing worth mentioning, I know early on in the game, start of the quarters, Coach Ross would make substitutions a couple minutes in. He's went with this same group for the entire third quarter so far.
Wells nearly lost the handle, but gives it off to Roman Willie. Roman Willie finds a nice cutting. Miller there off the backboard, no good, but he is hammered from the side from Ediger, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut there. Quinn Miller with the reception, and just couldn't quite get the bucket to fall.
Ediger's first foul, second team foul for Ashland this quarter. Looks like for the first time, Kingston Jenkins, I think, is going to check in for Ashland. First one from Miller is perfect. It is going to be Jenkins' first time on the court, as he will sub in for Reed Emmons, who will take a breather. You could tell that Philly has not been doing a lot of substituting this third quarter, because it was Reed Wells with the hands on the head after that possession there. Next free throw, no good for Miller. Rebound for the Arrows, bringing it up the court, trailing by 20. Faith going to drive on the right side, stops, cut off in the mid-range, dumps it back out now to Ediger. Deep three-point shot from Ediger with Wells all over him, and Martini gets the tip rebound as he underhands it to Harriman. Wells looking to slow it down, under 2 minutes to go. Left corner nearly taken away, but Miller with the quick hands, and he stepped out of bounds.
I thought I saw that from up here, but we're above and clear on the other side of the court, so I wasn't sure.
Give credit to Kingston Jenkins there. The sophomore had some tight defense, made it difficult on him, and the tip ball had Miller dribbling it out of bounds. He'll take a seat as Parker Rieger will come back in.
Yeah, Quinn Miller with 6 points here in the third quarter. Definitely deserving of a little breather.
Faith drives, stops at the top, kicks left side. Ediger ISO'd now with Wells. Spin move for Ediger in the lane, up and under, and it's good for 2. Paxton Ediger, who only scored from the free throw line in the first half, is attacking the rim.
Yeah, he's got 7 points here in the third quarter.
Harriman is nailed from the side as O'Brien tried to jump the pass. T.R. Harriman, though, jumps right back up off the court. That almost had the potential to be not so good.
That's one of those ones where you see on the football field where the quarterback leads the receiver right into the linebacker. That's kind of what I was envisioning there on that pass.
Inbound to Harriman. In the backcourt, more backcourt pressure from Ashland. Harriman trying to work through it. Faith is all over him. Gets it across the timeline. Almost trapped in the corner, but now goes back out to Wells. Wells works towards the left side, gets a screen from Roman Willie. They'll go Roman Willie in front of the Philly bench. Now they're caught on that side with Rieger. Right in front of Coach Zach Ross, and he wants a timeout. No surprise there, as the Quakers were all out of sorts. We'll take the timeout with them and return to Philly High School right after this.
At Dover Philly Heating and Cooling in downtown Dover, they know the best advertising is a satisfied customer. That's why they guarantee customer satisfaction with every job. Check out DoverPhillyHVAC.com to read real reviews from real customers who were really satisfied.
This is Jim Moser. As the only designated trained comfort specialist in Tuscarawas County, my team and I will provide honest and knowledgeable service to keep your family comfortable year-round.
If you need service or a new system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
42-24, New Philadelphia leading Ashland out of this timeout. Coach Ross having a word with Parker Rieger there after he dribbled right in front of their own bench and kind of got cut off and stuck. That's sometimes what that pressure defense will do to you, what that trap will do. So for the Ashland Arrows, they're saying, hey, we did that right. Only problem is didn't create the turnover that you needed. Under a minute to go here before the fourth quarter. Roman Willie kicks out wide open. Reed Wells for three, and it's good. Wells now in the scoring column, and Roman Willie's got his first assist. In and out game, little pitch and pop action working for the Quakers as that shot from Baith won't fall. Martini gets his fourth rebound. Martini nearly traveled in the backcourt as he picks up his dribble, but he goes to Harriman. Pushes it up. Martini gets it across the timeline. Rieger dribbles to the open space and finds Wells, who will hold for last shot with 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, Quakers up by 21 and no hurry here.
Harriman had a tip ball that he corralled, but it's stolen away as Baith gets in front of him. Down the court, here comes Baith to O'Brien, good for two. 8 seconds to go. Wells was knocked to the deck. He's got to push it up. Harriman's got it. 4 seconds to go. Puts it back to Wells. Steps into a heave at the buzzer, just wide left. 45-26. New Philly leads as we head on to the fourth quarter from the home of the Quakers.
Hungry for something fresh? Your local Subway restaurants are serving up exactly what you crave. Made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, and salads piled high with your favorite fresh ingredients. Whether you're fueling up for the big game or grabbing dinner on the go, Subway has the flavor you love and the choices you want. So stop in today and taste the difference at Subway. Subway, eat fresh. Proud sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Welcome back to New Philadelphia High School, live from the Republic State Mortgage mobile studio. Philly up big, 45-26. As it's currently going, looking like it's going to be a nice league win for the Quakers here to celebrate the start of 2026. Still a quarter to go, 8 minutes as the New Philadelphia offense will go to work to get things rolling. And there's a quick steal as Paxson Ediger steps right in front of it. Ediger tries to go coast to coast, stripped from the side, and a whistles and a foul on the floor.
Yeah, the Quakers' last three possessions on the offensive end is not what head coach Zach Ross wants to see. They've turned a little sloppy down here. He's kept his composure pretty well, though.
Looks like Rieger's going to get called for the foul, his second. Inbound for Davis underneath his own rim. Goes out high to Baith. Baith drives with the right. Floater in the lane was rejected there by Martini, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, nice block there by Martini. Good defense, and you know what? If you notice, he stayed completely upright. That's why he didn't get called for the foul.
Another inbound play to Baith. Deep three-point shot in front of his own bench. Pushed it long. Rebound there for Davis. Offensive board. Back to work. The fourth rebound for Davis. Baith cuts to the left. Wild shot. Not going to fall. Roman Willie with the rebound. He's doubled and somehow dribbles out of it. Now he's doubled again. Still fighting away and whistles. And finally, I think they got the timeout called.
No, they're going to call a foul.
Oh. Roman Willie was completely trapped, and he was trying to find any passing lane he could. Foul is going to be on Kingston Jenkins, his first.
Yeah, out of what could have been called from that sequence of events, that's not what I thought was going to come.
Miller dribbles up through the double team, finds Roman Willie, left block, pump fakes and scores as Isaac Roman Willie with nice patience got his man just hesitant enough with the pump fake. 8 points for Roman Willie. Nice spin move. Ediger in the lane. Scoop shot is good. Nice looking move for Paxton Ediger.
9 points here in the second half.
Harriman tries to dribble through the pressure in the backcourt, and he will as he gets to Wells. Overhands that one to Roman Willie with a rhythm three-point shot and rolls all around, hits the backboard and falls. Wells' third assist. Deep three-point shot from Jenkins, left it short. Harriman with the rebound, his first. Pushes it up the court. Miller streaking in for two, pushed it off the backboard too strong. Ediger with the rebound. Miller down there trying to rip it away from him. And now whistles and a foul. And they're going to say Ediger offensively through the elbow out there.
Good hustle there by Quinn Miller to give the Quakers a chance to gain that possession, and that's exactly what happened.
50-28, all New Philadelphia with 6.5 to go in the fourth. We were so fast moving in the third, we thought maybe this would happen with your fourth. Pace comes to a grinding halt.
Yes.
Miller's not going to get credit for a rebound or a steal or anything like that, but another one of those plays that doesn't show up in the stat column, and now whistles, and away from the ball, Roman Willie hits the deck, and they're going to say it was a defensive foul there, a shove from behind. And I think that's Ediger again. It is.
Yeah, that's his third.
Maybe a little frustration settling in. Inbound play to Wells, right corner in front of the Quaker student section, picked up high by Ediger. Roman Willie with the screen. As they get the switch, that will now put Davis on Wells. Wells goes to Harriman. He'll cut to the right. In the lane, too strong. Rebound, Ediger. Now a loose ball scramble. Miller comes up with the steal. Pushes it to Roman Willie. Stolen away by Baith. Down the court. Baith swatted from behind, and they're going to say Miller got him. And I think you heard from either the Philly bench or from Coach Zach Ross himself asking for smart basketball as it's gotten a little out of control.
Yeah, he's yelling at them to play their style of basketball. Don't start doing what's going on at the other end of the floor.
Third foul on Quinn Miller. Inbound play for Ashland up. Finds themselves behind with 6 minutes to go. Spin move for Baith, rolls all around, and it did everything but fall through. Rebound for Martini, his fifth. Up the court, Roman Willie, off the deck, pump fakes, puts it up, can't score, but whistles and a foul. That's going on Emmons. Fourth team foul already for Ashland.
Both ends got very sloppy here in the fourth quarter. Neither coach is going to be happy with that.
Roman Willie, if I'm not mistaken, Adam, his first attempts at the free throw line.
Yes.
And good on the first. Nice 12 points for the senior, slotted into a starting role tonight. He's played some pretty good defense. His next one is perfect as well. Give him 13. Ediger on the right side between the legs. Wells is on him. Spin move. Tries to battle through. Wells had his hand on it, but whistles in a foul, and they're going to say Reed got him on the wrist.
Yeah, frustration's building out there a little bit.
For both sides, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Wells' first foul, actually. And given how he plays defense, he does it smartly because you never really see him, or very often you don't see him in foul trouble.
No, and you can see after 3.5 quarters of that style of basketball how the frustration, it can build because it's been going on every minute of the game.
Substitution as Harper Mushrush will come in, and Roman Willie gets some applause as he'll head towards the bench. Inbound play underneath his own rim for Davis. Bounce pass, Ediger, rhythm, three-point shot, pushed it long. Harriman battles for the board, but it's hauled in by Baith. Whistles, and they're going to say Baith stepped on the end line. Actually, the sideline, rather, but same point as Baith was asking for clarification.
Yeah.
So Harriman will inbound. Miller now dribbles through the pressure. and whistles and a foul. It's tight defense there, and
yeah,
didn't really see a reach.
Nah, I didn't see much of anything, to be honest with you, but that's Ediger's fourth.
Scorer's table is signaling that is the 5th foul on Ashland, so that puts him at the line automatically. Ediger now has 4 fouls. Paxton Ediger's been your hot hand in the second half. You can't afford to have him sit, especially with this kind of deficit.
Yeah, trailing by 24 with only 5 minutes to play in the game.
Miller long on his first one from the free throw line. As we mentioned, coming up will be your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show and the award of our Subway Player of the Game. As Miller was good on his second, now 10 points, drives, and that's a foul. And there's going to be, I believe, probably an and one as it got bounced in off the backboard as the defender knocked it into the air off the backboard and it went through. It should be the and one, and it will be.
Yeah, bucket good.
That was Reed Emmons who drove in for 2, his first score.
Yeah, his first bucket of the night. I believe that, the foul went on Jackson Martini.
Things have gotten weird.
Yeah.
Next one, or the only free throw attempt there from Emmons is good.
Just when we thought it was already weird, there's new level now.
Martini trapped, throws it back into the backcourt. Not across the timeline, though, as they do break through the pressure. Wells will now have it. Double teams all over the place from Ashland. Martini cut off in front of his own bench, throws it out high to Harriman. Harriman's going to dribble, lost his footing, and he got tripped up by Baith. And so we'll go back to the line with T.R. Harriman now a chance to score.
No, they called it on Ediger. And I thought he was away from the play.
I thought he was too, but nope, it is Paxton Ediger, and his night will come to an end as Killian O'Brien checks in from him. Ediger, 13 points, 5 boards, and the hot hand in the second half. We'll have to see the rest of it for the Arrows from the bench. Harriman, 3 points tonight, but he's been doing a lot of work outside of the scoring column as he's good on the first one. I've got him down for 6 assists and 4 steals. All 4 of those, if I'm not mistaken, were in the first half.
I think it was on both the runs that the Quakers were making in the first half.
Next free throw left it short. Mushrush was in there and tried to punch it out, but he's going to get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, a lot of body contact there by Mushrush.
Now that's the 15th foul, and if I'm not mistaken, sure enough, yes, it will put them at the line. Mushrush's 3rd foul, and I think that'll put Garrett Davis at the line.
With 5 minutes to play, I think we're going to spend a lot of time with a lot of walking.
Both these teams, given the pace that they've been playing at, I don't think they're going to argue needing to do that.
No.
Davis, 3 points, 4 rebounds. Make it 4 points, 4 rebounds as he's good on the first. A game that was really clean throughout that first half. Not so much in the second half as Davis is good with the second. Now 5 points for him. 21-point lead for the Quakers. Harriman caught in the backcourt, kicks right side to Wells. Wells breaks the press, goes Harriman. Harriman looks for a cutting lane on the right side, dribbles out of the pressure. Now gets his man up in the air. Wild shot from T.R. Harriman goes through as he lost his footing about 12 feet from the rim, but as was falling forward, got it underhanded with the right and got it in.
And dribbled around 3 Arrows defenders to get to the hoop.
Baith, tough shot over Wells, no good. Martini grabs the rebound, his 6th. Pushes it up the court to Harriman, who's good for 2. Martini his 2nd assist, Harriman's got 8. And now nearly another steal. Hitting the deck will be Emmons, and whistles here. And a tie-up as Emmons went down hard. Looks like they did get the timeout in. So we'll take it with them. Basketball returns on your Sports Voice of the Valley right after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at
58-33 out of this timeout. New Philadelphia all over Ashland. And the Arrows already kind of starting to empty out that bench a little bit as you've got Brandon Briggs on the court for the first time tonight, as well as Steve Zajarto. And we're going to apologize right now to Steve's family if we're pronouncing that last name wrong. So on offense, the Arrows go to work with Jenkins, who will now take over as the primary ball handler. Kicks left side, that's to Ty Bates. Bates out to Briggs. Dribble to the left from Brady Booth. Bear with us because it's wholesale substitutions as Ashland has completely emptied the bench.
It looks like the Quakers are going to slowly start to do the same.
Jenkins goes between the legs. Reed Wells grabs him on defense. Wells, 3 points, 3 assists, and a steal tonight, and all those plays outside the scoring column that won't show. Battled around, and the ricochet there on the pass led to an open three-point shot, but it's no good, and Harriman grabs his second rebound. Ashland also laxes off on defense with 3.5 minutes to play. Roman Willie picked up by Zajarto. Left side, Harriman left open. He'll drive on a Roman Willie screen. Instead, dishes left to Wells, who will find Roman Willie. Now out high. Harriman with a drop step. He'll step into the three-point shot. Now left it short. Rieger had the offensive board, and it bounces to Martini.
That's Martini's 7th rebound.
Harriman on offense, right side. Rieger thought about the three, drives baseline, stops, underhands it baseline to Wells. Wells' three-point shot is good. Timeout on the court as New Philadelphia is going to empty their bench as well. With 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. I guess it's timeouts just for a substitution. Well, nope, they're going to actually take the full timeout. So we'll take it with them. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Doug Peterman. For decades, my family and I have been proud to serve Tuscarawas County with honest work and dependable service. At Peterman Plumbing and Heating, we know your home deserves more than a quick fix. It deserves solutions backed by real experience. From plumbing repairs and sewer jetting to kitchen and bath remodeling, our team brings proven skills to every project. When you call Peterman, you're getting a crew that treats your home like our own. Every single time. Peterman Plumbing and Heating. Plumbing solutions backed by experience.
Back to Philly High School as Ashland has the ball. 61-33, Quakers all over the Arrows as Harriman nearly gets the steal, and he will as T.R. Harriman, spin move, wants the pass out. He'll find Rieger. Rieger dribbles, baseline, throws it in the middle. Mushrush, hop step, right block, and scores. Harper Mushrush now has 6. Harriman's got his 5th swipe. Jenkins up the court, a crossover, and a foul called on Rieger. 30-point advantage. Remember, as the running clock rule in high school basketball, Quakers have to hit a 35-point lead before that.
Yes.
A couple more substitutions now for New Philly. We'll be getting in there momentarily. Kingston Jenkins with his first attempt at the free throw line.
You know, all the years I've been in this high school, I never thought I would say I was getting cold sitting up here.
I've actually rolled the sleeves down.
I'm starting to get chilly. My hands are like literally cold.
It's a welcome sign.
Yes.
Though.
Yes, it most certainly is.
T.R. Harriman and Jackson Martini will both take a seat as you hear the admiration from the New Philly home crowd. What a ball game for both of them. Jenkins back in for a free throw. His second is perfect as well. Checking in for New Philly is Austin Pringle again and Thor Talamona. Pringle at the volleyball line, kicks it out to Mushrush. Mushrush hop steps right side. Pringle thought about a three. Instead drives, goes left side. Rieger for the three-point shot, pushed it long. Rebound in the hands of Jenkins for the Arrows. He's got numbers. Nice pass to the left block, and leaving it short on the shot there was the Ashland offensive player. Ball thrown around somehow back into the hands of Jenkins. He'll step into a three-point shot, pushes it long. Rebound Mushrush. Rieger, with 1:45 to go, gets the screen. Works right side. Kicks it out to Isaac Wagner, who's in the game. Drive there for Talamona. Out to Rieger. Rieger gets the screen to the baseline, but picked up his dribble. He'll find Wagner, who now trickles in from behind. Mush rush, hop step in the lane, off the right block, too strong. Rebound for the Arrows. Briggs with his first. Left side, Booth now works it out to Jenkins. Now thrown away, and Talamona's going to get the steal. Up the court, Wagner with a three-point shot, pushes it long. Rebound again for Briggs. Ashland up the court, stolen by Wagner. Quakers with 54 seconds to go could probably just dribble this one out if they really wanted to.
I would say so.
Instead, Rieger's going to attack, stops, pops it back out to Wagner, and I think that might be this entire offensive set is just keep away. Talamona drives baseline and is hammered by Briggs, and he's going to the line for two.
I would say the only thing is when you get some guys in there that don't see a bunch of time, they put in all that work. You know, you hate to just tell them to go out there and dribble the basketball and not try to score.
So Thor Talamona will step to the free throw line. First free throw. Misses off right iron, no good. Quakers faithful cheering for a make here from Thor. Next one. Falls off front iron, no good. Hustle for it, nearly got the rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds, and Ashland ball.
Yeah, so the Quakers are going to improve to 7-3 on the season. Big, this is a nice win for the Quakers.
You and I wondered how this one was going to go, thought it could be real competitive down the stretch, but New Philly put any doubts away about how their performance was going to go in this game within the first about 3 minutes as they found themselves up by double digits and never relinquished control. Pringle's going to get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, with only 22 seconds to play in the game.
Coach Zach Ross talking with his coaching staff, saying, did we really need to have that one? First free throw rolls all around and will fall for Booth.
That one, as it hit came off the back iron, hit the front iron, almost looked like a golf shot.
Nice English.
Yeah.
Next one didn't need any because it went right through for Booth. Quakers are going to dribble this one out and pick up the 63-37 victory tonight. And like Adam mentioned, move on to a 7-win season. Great start for New Philadelphia and a great way to ring in 2026. Not a whole lot of holes that you can point into this game.
No, it was a clean game. They had some, when they were running into trouble, it seemed like it was only just for a few possessions here and there. But all in all, I mean, obviously with the coaching staff, they're going to find something because nothing's, of course, perfect. But all in all, a great game by the Quakers.
Love being able to keep track of this every time we're in Philly. Now, program win number 1,336 in New Philadelphia boys basketball. It's on the side of the wall here. 63-37. Stick around when we return. The Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, and we'll announce our Subway player of the game and bring you the final Kemp Insurance stat report as the Quakers pick up a big OCC win over the Arrows.
At Newtown Mall, it's a great time anytime. Sure, we've got shopping, lots of it, but did you know we're also your local entertainment hub? From exciting events to fun-filled childcare services and a versatile event space, there's always something happening. Stay in the loop. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook or visit newtownmall.com. Newtown Mall, your destination for shopping, events, and more.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
This holiday season, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union celebrates the joy of community.
We're proud to be here for you.
Whether it's supporting local schools,
empowering families with financial wellness, or making a difference in neighborhoods across our region.
Thank you for trusting us with your financial journey.
From all of us at Dover Philly, we wish you a joyful holiday and a bright new year ahead.
Together, let's make the new year the best year yet. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540, NMLS ID 62411, an equal housing lender.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
It is your post-game show, all thanks to Dumont Sporting Goods as the New Philadelphia Quakers pick up a 63-37 victory tonight out of the OCC over the Ashland Arrows. For the Kemp Insurance stat report for Ashland in their loss, Paxton Ediger finishes the night with 13 points and 5 rebounds, the only Ashland player to reach double figures. 7 points by way of Gabe Baith, then you had 5 points and 4 rebounds for Garrett Davis. Then a smattering of 3s and 2s as Gunnar Lacey with 3, Kingston Jenkins and Killian O'Brien with 2, Reed Emmons with 3, and Brady Booth with 2. Overall, Adam Ediger only had 4 points, all from the free throw line in that first half. Really came on strong with 9 points in that second half. Only problem was, with like 6 minutes to go in the game, he finished his night on the bench because he fouled out, and that was something that was really difficult for Ashland to overcome. They really didn't find that second real reliable scorer.
No, absolutely not. No, I think, you can, that's credit to the Quaker defense, and they knew that they were going to have to stop Ediger tonight, and I would say that's mission accomplished.
Certainly was. For New Philadelphia in the win with their part of the Kemp Insurance stat report, 20 big points for Jackson Martini as the sophomore slots into the starting lineup tonight, finishes with a final stat line of 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block to boot. And Martini was burying them from deep tonight.
He really was. He was very comfortable right out of the chute. And I think he must have figured there's one way to get comfortable, and that's to start shooting a rock. And he did that and did it well tonight.
No shortage of scoring on other spots for the Quakers because Isaac Roman-Willie finishes with 13 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. You also got 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals for Quinn Miller. 8 points. Wait for this entire stat line. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals for T.R. Harriman, who was all over the court all night.
He was on his way to a triple-double is what I think what he was quietly going for that.
6 points for Harper Mushrush with 3 rebounds and an assist. Reed Wells also chips in 6 points, 3 assists, and a steal. But Wells did so many plays tonight that won't show up in that final stat column. Wells is just a special player.
He is. And down the stretch, I think the Quakers know that they're going to have to find ways that Reed just doesn't score like he typically does because the other opponent they're going to try to eliminate him the best they can.
So that is a first look at our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show and the Kemp Insurance stat report. We'll take another brief timeout, and when we return, we'll wrap things up from New Philadelphia and announce our Subway player of the game as New Philadelphia picks up the 63-37 victory.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans.
Learn more about First Federal Community Bank at firstfed.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
To be a success in basketball, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. And the same is true when it comes to insurance. Your local insurance agents, Nathan and Don Kemp, and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years. East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting Subway.com and clicking on Careers.
WJER Sports and Subway are proud to team up to recognize excellence in each athletic contest we air on WJER Radio. It's called the Player of the Game, and it's brought to you by your local Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. Tonight we went back and forth on who this could possibly be, but given the hot hand tonight, it was hard to not go the route of the 6'5" sophomore Jackson Martini, normally starting the games on the bench, but in the starting lineup tonight with two Quakers unavailable due to illness. And Martini pays off with the Quakers with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists on his way to the recognition as the Subway Player of the Game, with New Philadelphia picking up the 63-37 victory. Check out all the updates you need on the Big Z Sports Facebook page. And, of course, coming up tomorrow, with 100.9 FM WJER, the Dover Crimson Tornadoes host the Indian Valley Braves in some out-of-conference weekend basketball action with airtime at around 6:30. Tip-off expected around 7. And, of course, Big Z Sports will also be live from Minerva tomorrow on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as the Malvern Hornets travel to take on the Minerva Lions, first with a varsity tip around 5:30 for the girls, and then the boys at 7 o'clock. For the Claxon Communications crew helping us out on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel with a Peterman Plumbing and Heating audiocast. And for Adam Soweski, I'm Nick McWilliams. Don't go anywhere, Z Country. Don't go anywhere. And always tune in with the sports voice of the Valley. We'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
You've been listening to New Philadelphia Quaker Basketball with Big Z Sports on WJER from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio. Special features in tonight's game included the Dover Philly Heating and Cooling Tip-Off, the Wendy's starting lineup, the National Anthem brought to you by First Federal Community Bank, the Wood Electric Coach's Corner Show, the Commercial and Savings Bank Keys to the Game, the Kemp Insurance Stat Report, the McInturf Realty Halftime Show, and the Subway Player of the Game. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Newtown Mall, Dover Break, Dover Philly, your credit union, Time and Charm, Hua Refinishing, and your local Lewis Family McDonald's restaurants. For the best coverage of Quaker basketball all season long, there is only one Big Z Sports on WJER, the sports voice of the Valley.